Silver market under threat. This should be illegal. This is from Bloomberg, and the headline reads, hedge funds bearish on commodities for first time since 2016. That's what it feels like, and that's real. Since 2016, bearish. Check this out. Hedge funds, right here, hedge funds have turned predominantly bearish on commodities futures for the first time since 2016, showing increased pessimism on demand for raw materials amid economic slowdown fears. This data that we got last week, all these economic indicators, it's really hitting us. And being bearish on commodities for us as silver stackers, that we don't want to see that. Silver is a commodity, and we are in this. Check this out. Money managers held a net position of almost 58,600 contracts used to bet on lower prices for a basket of 20 raw materials in the week ending July 30th, so last week. And this is according to the CFTC data that was compiled for more than 8 years, including, look at this, including right here, including the peak of the pandemic. Even during that, we were still bullish. Investors had held a net bullish wager on prices. The reversal, and this is really key for what we're going through with silver, right here, the reversal underscores mounting concerns about economic growth in China, which has for decades been the top demand engine, and ampler supplies of key commodity, including corn and nickel. I would include silver there, even though they don't write it. That has weighed on investor sentiment, even as conflicts in Europe and the Middle East and this year's rally in U.S. stock prices have limited the price downside. The move was exacerbated by an algorithmic sell-off in the oil market. China and silver is really telling these days. I mean, for the past 2 months, they've stopped accumulating silver the way they've been accumulating silver and gold for the past years. And that's impacting our price. Look, the Bloomberg Commodity Index, which tracks a basket of energy, crop, and metals futures, is down 4% in 2024, reversing gains seen earlier this year. The gauge fell 13% in 2023, its biggest loss in 5 years. Now, talk about this should be illegal. Check this out. This is from goldbroker.com. I mean, you really, to say this should be illegal is an understatement. Look at this chart. This is great. This is showing the value of the dollar. And we start up here up top. It says 1971. And here's Nixon's quote, right? That famous quote, your dollar is worth just as much tomorrow as today. That's Nixon in 71. Gold was $35 up here in 71. And it says 1971 to 2024, the value of the dollar is down 98.5%. And gold started at $35 an ounce. Now, 2024, we're really higher than this. We're closer to 2,500. And could you imagine? I mean, look at this. Just start with that. $35 an ounce. Could you imagine? If I had a time machine, that's where I'd go. I'd go to 71. I'd bring a couple of $100 bills with me as much as I can. And I would get some gold at 35. Whew. So look at this. This is really showing you how this system is impacting the price of silver and that price of gold and any precious metals that we are trying so hard to stack. Experts say the U.S. can never default as long as we have a printing press. It starts. Whatever lies the U.S. and European governments come up with, a 98.5% fall in the value of a nation's currency is an absolute default. All their explanations are just noise. Check out these numbers. Check this out. With global debt at around $350 trillion and global GDP at $100 trillion, the global debt to GDP is 350%. That's painful. Over 100% debt to GDP is unstable and cannot be financed over the long term. A 350% debt, look at this, a 350% debt to GDP is bankruptcy. That's according to Bancarota. And as we're seeing this and as we're living through this, it's no wonder that we see the fluctuation in gold and silver prices. Now, let me tell you some good news. This I'm so excited about. This is LuckyRips. I don't know if you know about this. This is so cool. This comes out August 26th. You actually have to wait until you buy these. This company, LuckyRips, they're bringing back that thrill of ripping open a baseball, pack of cards and like trying to get some rare cards in there. But they're doing it with silver and gold. And I love this because it says here the price, Canadian, $225, but for us in the States, it's much less. I converted it already. It's about $162 US to get one of these. Again, you have to wait until August 26th to actually buy it. But look at the chance. This is what you can get in here. Oh, actually, it's even less. It's less than $162 because look, if you join the list, this is their website, LuckyRips. I'll leave a link in the description. You join their list, their email list, and you get $10 off. So it's even less. It's $152 for one of these packs. And let's see, look, featured items. This shows you what's coming. Featured gold items. Look, this is the gold. You have a chance of getting 5-gram gold. Let's get to the bigger ones. Half-ounce gold, quarter-ounce gold. Let's keep going. Top value item. 1 ounce gold bar. This is what you could get. This is what you get in one of those packs. So nobody knows what's in the pack. You just pick it up, and here's exactly what you have to do. This is on the website. I'm just surfing through it. It says you have to wait till August 26th because everybody has to buy it at the same time. That way it's even. Nobody knows what you're getting. I'm ordering mine. I'm definitely getting one. I'm going to open it up in front of you guys. I'll do it on my live stream. So you order it on August 26th. The max here, it says 5 per household. And you have let me see the chances. There's one here. There's a page here where it tells you the chances of what you could actually, like the statistics of what you're getting right here. This is everything that's in there. Oh, this whole list. You could get anything in here. Oh, here you go. Odds. Here, you have 1 in 3 right here. You have 1 in 3 chance of receiving a 5-ounce silver item or greater. Better odds than winning the lottery. I'm sold. I'm not a gambling man, but I'm in it. I'm sold. So check that out, LuckyRips. I'll leave the link in the description. It's really cool. Okay, let's get back to, this is the frightening part that totally should be illegal. Here, a U.S. and Europe terminal illness. Terminal illness. That's how dire this is. This is real. We're not just talking about terminal illness for the U.S. This author says European and probably Japanese, which are all fatally wounded by debt, deficits, and decadence with no chance of recovery in the next few hundred years. We're also talking about China and many emerging markets with debts, as well as demographic and structural problems, which, even though not incurable, will slow down their economies for more years, and yet not the same extent as the West. So check this out. Look at this. This chart tells everything. I always like charts to describe these macro issues. 2+ quadrillion in liabilities supported by $2 trillion in gold. Right? It just doesn't add up. It's impossible. Derivatives and unfundable liabilities, 2 quadrillion plus. Global debt, 300 trillion. And central bank gold, 2 trillion. How can we, look, he says it right here. How can we expect a global value of the output of goods and services, the GDP, totaling $100 trillion to support this debt of 350 trillion plus the high risks of derivatives of 2 quadrillion exploding, or rather imploding, one day? I mean, it's really just unthinkable. And then, look, these bullet points are key. Coming destruction of investors' assets. That's what we don't want to see. There are several major risks. This is why I say this should totally be illegal, because you look at this and you just think, how is this the system that we're in? There are several major risks in the next few years that can destroy investors' assets. For example, here, let's take one. Systemic failure of the financial system. Bank collapses. We're experiencing many of these. Custodian failure. Derivatives failure. Currency debasement. The top of this video, I was showing you that chart. Political, social unrest. We smell a lot of that. And geopolitical risk, meaning war. So this is all real. This is great. This is on goldbroker.com. Check them out. I really like the information they give out. And look, you can see at the time of this recording, look at gold up here, $2,411, and silver going down. So check out LuckyRips. I think you're really going to like it. I'm so excited. I'm going to rip one open here in front of you guys when it comes to get on that mailing list so you save $10. And August 26th is when you go to order it. Look, the website's doing a countdown. 20 days, 8 hours, 12 minutes. That's when you could order it. LuckyRips. Check it out. It's really exciting. Hit subscribe, everybody. hit the like button, get this information out there. It's so important. That's the best way to help is to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, get this all out there, and I'll see you on the next one.